And here do come the two sides here as Dagenham welcome Boreham Wood to the Chigwell Construction Stadium for this, the first home game of the 2019 season in the National League for Dagenham and Redbridge. Let's start the two sides then, starting with Boreham Wood with Huddart in goal, Elmasani at left back and Champion at right back. We're expecting Stevens and Fifield to play centre back. The midfield will comprise Ricky Shakes, Mark Ricketts, Kieran Mercer, leaving Idris Kanu, Sean Shields and Justin Shaibu to be the front three. For the Daggers, it's one change from New Year's Day's fixture with Elliot Justin in goal, Ben Nunn's back as captain at right wing back and Liam Gordon on the left. Kenny Clark, Ben Goodliff and Manny Onorisi will be the back three. Alex McQueen, Jack Munns and Will Wright will be the three in midfield, with Connor Wilkinson and Angelo Blanter leading the line. On the bench for the Daggers, Lewis Moore, Chicky Candy, Tommy Adeloy, Gavin Hoyt and Ollie Harfield. Dagenham waiting to take centre here. Blanter will get the game underway and as the referee signals the game to start, and Munns will go long out to Connor Wilkinson, who heads it on but can't find the supporting run of Will Wright. And Dagenham playing the same system they sort of attempted against Barnet, which is sitting pretty deep. And they go to the feet, Boreham Wood, of Shakes. Out to the right hand side is Kanu running up against Kenny Clark, goes down the outside, tries to skip through one man, gets a little bit of a lucky break, and Boreham Wood can keep it alive with Champion. On the edge of the box is Mercer, chance to pick out a shot, he does but puts it over the bar. Oh no, it's taking a deflection, sorry, and it's a corner that frees up a man on the edge of the box in the form of Ricky Shakes. So Dagenham half and half, the ball comes in, headed towards goal, over the bar, inches, centimetres off of the bar, it probably grazed the bar. They're all lined up, holding each other's shoulders, the Boreham Wood four in the middle. Mercer's there again, they break away now, it's a decent ball, and it's headed down towards goal, it could have been cleared away by Connor Wilkinson, I think that was cleared off the line. Champion coming forward, finds that man Shakes, centrally located. He goes slight to the left and finds Mercer, who goes right out to that touchline on the left-hand side. Ilasani running up, Nuns puts the ball into the box, it's a chance for Boreham Wood, it's bobbling around, could Dagenham get it away? Still a chance. And it's gone in. Boreham would have scored, and I think it's Kanu who's got it on his debut, I think. Idris Kanu on loan from Peterborough. Dagenham had two or three chances to clear it, they didn't. And eventually the ball was drilled home from 8 yards from Idris Kanu. McQueen is also there with both arms in the air. Is that a signal for something to happen here? Dagenham having a bit more, of an offensive challenge here. Wilkinson leaves it. Wilkinson drives it into a good area, but it goes over the bar and wide. Dagenham bring the ball back, and Blanter reverses a lovely pass to Wilkinson. Munns is overlapping. Munns is going to get there first inside the area. He shoots across goal, but it's a good block from Champion, and it forces Munns out to the left-hand side. He goes back to Gordon. Inside is Blanter. Up to the feet of Munns. It bobbles just before Munns, who does well to keep it, and the referee says no foul. Munns thought he was being held back. The substitute Woodards goes long, Clark wins the header, then Munns can spin out, tries to find a Dagenham man, but it's all very compact all over the pitch for Dagenham. Gordon tries to find the feet of Blanter inside the area, but it was well marshalled by Fifield and Boreham Wood clear. Goodliff heads it high in the air, good defensive header, finds Will Wright who nods it on. McQueen picks it up, had to be handball from Champion, he's got away with one there. Definitely handball from the midfield, I don't know if he did it deliberately, but it was a definitely advantage to Dagenham bring the ball back. Good pressing from Ben Nunn, forces the area into the feet of Wilkinson, who sets up Blanter, and it's well read by Ricketts. It was on his right foot, which is why Wilkinson didn't want to shoot, and it wasn't a bad idea trying to just set Blanter inside the area. It would have been a good chance for Blanter against his former club. The goal scorer Kanu, they have to go back to Justin and uses his right foot, his least favoured one, to go to Blanter, who heads it on. Wilkinson wins it and he gives it back to Blanter. Jack Munns is forward round the back post. It's cut back to Wilkinson, who's inside the area. Wilkinson left footed, got to score. It's got Scott caught under his feet, and eventually Fifield can scramble it away, but that was a big chance for Dagenham just as he went to finally pull the trigger. But better signs from Dagenham, much better in fact. Boreham Wood go long, looking for Shields down their left hand side. It's a good ball, he's up to the penalty area. He goes down the left-hand side of Onorisi, clips the ball into the area, Shakes is there, as is Kanu, but Clark gets ahead of both of them and clears it, only as far as Ricketts. On the right-hand side, he sends it back towards the far post. Ben Nunn is there, and it's a poor clearance from Nunn. Shakes is in, it's 2-0 to Boreham Wood, and Ben Nunn has his hands in his face. He can't believe what he's done. Just as Dagenham were getting back into this game, they find themselves 2-0 down. and allows Boreham Wood to get back. Onorisi steps into Boreham Wood's half with good purpose, but gives the ball away, and it's 4-on-3, but Boreham Wood causing problems again. It's Shibu running at good lift. Shibu inside the area. Shibu makes it 3. This game's going to be over by half-time, and Boreham Wood are all over Dagenham. Onorisi this time giving the ball away. Shibu just walks up to the edge of the penalty area, cuts inside, good lift, and from the edge of the box makes it 3-0. 3-1 not too long ago. McQueen and Wilkinson combine to win the ball back for Dagenham. McQueen slips a lovely reverse pass to Ben Nunn up towards the penalty area. Ben Nunn on the right-hand side goes early. Balanta's in there, but it doesn't go to him. But Wilkinson shoots, and Wilkinson's got a goal for Dagenham. They've got one back, Dagenham. It's the first time they've had a meaningful shot on goal, and Connor Wilkinson's 6th of the season for the Daggers. Ben Nunn has the ball for Dagenham now and goes back to Onorisi, who goes long up towards Wilkinson, who turns and finds Balanta on the right-hand side. Dagenham suddenly getting men forward. Balanta cuts back and finds Wilkinson again on the edge of the box. He's got Gordon in loads of room. It's a lovely pass to Gordon inside the area. Gordon steps inside his man. Gordon, 3-2! Game on, Dagenham Redbridge! Liam Gordon's first goal of the season. Connor Wilkinson at the heart of it. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Dagenham. Game on! Is that a play, is it? No, it's just going to stay in. Fifield has a heavy touch and keeps it in play. Clark heads it back towards McQueen. Can Dagenham have one final attack before half-time? Will Wright finds Ben Nunn in acres of room on the right-hand side, who will run forward here. He's got lots of players streaming forward. 4 in the box for Dagenham. Wilkinson's one of them. It's a decent ball. Balanta heads it down. It's gone in! I do not believe it! Dagenham 3! Boreham Wood 3! They were 3-0 down! And Angelo Balanta has made it one of the most incredible first halves we've ever seen here! Ball comes in, Gordon heads it high, back where it came from, and that's half-time here. As the second half gets underway here on Daggers player, Boreham Wood attacking the A13 steel stand, the Daggers obviously attacking the Berry Road end. Ben Nunn tries to squeeze the left back for Boreham Wood. Wilkinson does likewise, and then they go back into their own half, Boreham Wood, with David Stevens, the centre half. He goes long, down the right-hand channel. Kenny Clark wins it, and then he finds Balanta on the halfway line, who goes out to Gordon, who's got a lot higher up the pitch in this second half. He's going to run at his man. Good from Gordon, skips away from 1-2, goes away from 3. Balanta, Gordon's overlapping, Gordon's inside the area. Gordon to make it 4! He puts it over the bar! Forward, all the usual suspects are up there. Wilkinson's there as well. McQueen sends this into a decent area. Onorisi's there, heads it down, but it goes wide of the near post, and it was never really troubling. Oh, there's a little bit of an altercation here with Wilkinson and Ilamasami. There's lots of pushing in the faces of people. I didn't see what happened, but Ilasani is furious. I think it's the left back who's absolutely livid with Connor Wilkinson. He's having to be restrained, but every single player is in the pitch here. It's all kicking off. We've got goals, we've got fights. I hope it's just a booking for both. That would be sensible, I think. Wilkinson is going to be booked a bit later. So Ilasani, the left back, former Daggers man, is booked. Dagenham doing much better at keeping the ball in tight areas in this second half. There's no doubt about it. They've had the best chance of the second half. Gordon having it, could have squared it to Wilkinson, went for goal, but put it over as Dagenham spread the ball. A lovely ball from Jack Munns to Ben Nunn. Driving infield, he goes to the feet of Wilkinson, who takes it in his stride. Wilkinson wants it on his left foot. He's got it on his left foot. He goes back to Munns. Munns on the edge of the area, back to Wilkinson. He drives infield, this time on his right foot. Wilkinson shoots down hard, low, and it's a good save from Hudder. Doesn't have the... As Goodliff heads it back. McQueen wins it, finds Nunn on the right-hand side, up to the feet of Balanta, who goes back to McQueen. Good interchange, nearly. Who's going to come out with the ball? Handball on the floor. Tom Champion gets away with one. But Munns has got the ball in a good area. He's got Gordon to the left-hand side. He goes to Gordon. No one inside the box. Back to Balanta, and it's cleared away. And the chance goes begging. Will Wright steps in. Dagenham look a far, far better side. They're all over Boreham Wood in this second half. They need to take one of these chances that they keep creating. Wilkinson drives infield off the right-hand flank. He's a long way from goal, though, so he goes back to Will Wright. Dagenham back on the halfway line. Onorisi's got room to work with, and he gets the ball. Onorisi decides to go to the feet of Munns. Balanta, McQueen, Nunn down to the byline. Can he get there in time? He stands it out towards the far post, and it's into the area, but no one's there. Onorisi on the edge of the box, thinks about shooting. goes out to McQueen on the apex of the right-hand side, drills it into a good area, headed down, all the way across the box, appeals for handball, but nothing given. I think it hit the chest of the Boreham Wood man. Dagenham have it back. Dagenham are all over Boreham Wood. Munns, centrally located, has it with Honorisi. Ben Nunn is out on the right-hand side with acres of room. He takes one touch, whips it in left-footed. It's headed towards goal, but cleared. Munn will right, 30 yards out, goes into McQueen, inside the area, back to Ben Nunn. Chance for Dagenham to score a fourth. Oh, and it's cleared away. It's a good save by Haddar. Ben Nunn's cross was a cross-come shot. Dagenham come again. This time with Jack Munns, who shoots at 30 yards, hits the first man and goes over the bar. It's Shebu, and then Dagenham go long. Valanta can't get the ball under control. Boreham Wood starting to settle down in the second half after being rocked for a long period as they got a chance down the left-hand side. Shebu should have passed the ball on. A big tackle comes in on Ricketts. By Ricketts, as Wilkinson spreads the ball out to Jack Munns, running inside the penalty area. He's got Gordon overlapping on the left-hand side. He shoots instead, and it's a poor effort from Jack Munns. Gordon busted guts to get up with him and was a much better option on the outside, but there we go. He does. He finds Wilkinson, who flicks the ball over the top, but it's intercepted by Fifield, and Boreham Wood have it back inside their own area, but it's a poor pass. Valanta turns, Gordon inside the penalty area, can shoot first time, he doesn't, he goes down the outside, crosses it back, it's a goal for Dagenham Redbridge! Liam Gordon makes it 4! And it's been coming. Liam Gordon missed one at the beginning of the second half, but he's doubled his tally for the season, and Dagenham, after being 3-0 down, are leading by 4 goals to 3. It's whipped into a decent area, headed down towards goal. It was Tom Champion who rose highest. Dagenham not committing as many men forward as the game draws on and on. Clark is there first, goes back to Gordon, who wins it but can't keep it alive, and Boreham Wood have it back midway inside Dagenham's half, down there right. Gordon excuse me, is there, cross comes in, Shakes is there, chance for Boreham Wood to equalise. They've done it. Boreham Wood have scored a 4, and again Dagenham will be so unhappy with the way the goal goes in. The 5 are pretty much up. The referee looks at his watch, and there's the end of the game.